Now that we understand most of what goes into creating a simple, basic product, we need to learn how to make customizable products as well as configurable products. Customizable and configurable products in Magento are very similar, and in many cases you can use either type to accomplish whatever options you want to provide, though usually one option will be better than the other depending on the situation. Both product types, as you can probably guess, allow the customer to customize the product in some way or to select some specific form of the product, such as a certain size or color of something. Right now, we're going to take a look at customizable products. Here on our catalog page, if we click the arrow next to Add Product, we see there's not actually a customizable product option. This is sort of a subtype of a simple product. So really, we're going to create a simple product and add customization options to it. So select Simple Product. Now, usually, customizable products are preferred over configurable products for items with customization that can vary widely, and especially when the final customized product all comes from the same inventory. For this example, we're going to use a mug that can be monogrammed. So, we're creating another mug for the website. For our attribute set, we're going to choose the mugs attribute that we created recently. And this product is going to be called the Camper's Thermos. This is going to be $14.99. It is taxable. We'll say we have 400 of these in stock. They weigh, let's go with 0.7 pounds. I don't know if that's a little heavy or too light, but that's just a guess. We're still not going to worry about categories yet. We'll keep visibility as it is. And we're not going to worry about setting it as a new product or setting the country of manufacture, just so we can get through this. Here in the content, instead of continuing to come up with more descriptions, I'm just going to grab some text from blindtextgenerator.com, copy the first few sentences here, and go back and paste that in. And then I'll take the first sentence and copy that for the short description. Again, we're skipping configurations. We're not making this a configurable product. We have attributes. I'm going to say this thermos holds 16 ounces. That's the size. We want to add an image, of course. We're going to go to search engine optimization. Our URL key can be just campers-thermos. Meta title, we'll keep that as is. Meta keywords, let's go with thermos, camping, coffee. And we'll shorten our meta description a bit here. Then we come to customizable options. Let's open up this group. And as we can see here, custom options let customers choose the product variations they want. We're going to add an option. Again, the customization option that we want to provide for the Camper's Thermos is that it can be monogrammed in some way, probably right here outside on the case of it. So, the option title will be monogram. The option type will be a text field. Notice we have a number of options. They can even upload a file, or we can provide a drop-down menu, radio buttons, checkbox, a date option. There are lots of different types of input we can receive from the customer for the customization. For a monogram, though, all we need is a simple text field. And this is not going to be required. This is an optional customization. Now, don't let the price field here confuse you. The price that it's asking for here is the additional price. It's the price for this customization option. It's not the total price of the product once it has a customization. So we're going to say to get this monogrammed costs an additional $5.99. Now, another thing that I don't want you to get confused by, switch this to %. Notice the $sign doesn't change here, but this still is a %. That's just sort of something that was overlooked during the development of this version of Magento. So we could say 50 here. And what it would do is, if the customer wants a monogram, that will cost an extra 50% of the total price. So if this mug was $10, or if this thermos was $10, and the price of this was 50%, then that would add an extra $5 on top of that. But again, we're going to go with a fixed price of $5.99 for a monogram. We can provide a SKU if we want. I'm not going to worry about that. And for max characters, this is of course going to be specific to things like field and text area, but we're sticking with field once again. Let's go with 3. With all that in place, let's save our new product. And we will open our customer view in a new tab and do a quick search for thermos. Here's our camper's thermos. We'll click on that. And we have all the usual information, the image, the details, the size information, reviews if we had any. And as you probably noticed, we now have the option to type in up to 3 characters for a monogram here. And it tells us how much it costs to add a monogram, $5.99. So if I wanted to monogram this with RCR, once you do that, if you click anywhere else, it automatically updates that at the top of the page. One thing to note here, if we go back to where we created the product, if you have something like this, such as a product that can be monogrammed, it's usually going to be helpful to add a second picture here of an example of the product, in this case monogrammed, just so people can see what it looks like. And then here on the product page, there would be a little gallery right down here where they can switch back and see the 2 versions of the product. They can see it plain, and then if you uploaded a version of it that had been monogrammed, they could see that version of the item too, or they could see that example of the item as well. So now we know how to create and sell a product that the customer can customize in the ways that we want to allow.